Light and dark. The world is indeed full of peril, and in it there are many dark places. But still there is much that is fair. And though in all the lands love is now mingled with grief, it grows perhaps the greater. J.R.R. Tolkien. At the refuge, we sometimes do community labyrinth walks at different locations in North Denver. These contemplative experiences of walking a winding path quietly are always healing. There's something about the twists, the turns, the quiet, and the space to hear from God in interesting ways that always seems to come at the right time. One morning I was walking a local labyrinth carrying big burdens of a broken relationship in my life. Everything felt dark and draining, and my soul was heavy, my mind scattered. As I was making a few of the first turns, I heard these words in the quiet corner of my heart. Kathy, look toward the light. Look toward the light. Instead of pushing this thought down, I listened, and each time I made a turn on the labyrinth, I intentionally stopped and turned my whole body and head up toward the sun. Look toward the light. Labyrinths are full of turns, so I stopped a lot that morning. Even when I felt like just keeping my head down and getting to the center as fast as I could, I made myself stop, turn my head up, and look to the light. Everything didn't change. My circumstances didn't magically disappear. My pain and struggle certainly were not suddenly gone. But I noticed something significant as I exited. My head was higher, my shoulders were less slumped, and I felt a little lighter. Light is powerful. Light is healing. Light is hope. We can look toward it, even in the darkest of seasons. In the Northern Hemisphere, where Christmas originated, the nights in December are the longest of the year. Many of us feel the shift that happens on the winter solstice, when each next day we gain a little more light than on the previous one. Looking toward the light in the dark season of the holidays, or in our life circumstances, can be different for all of us. Maybe it's gratitude. Maybe it's something we see or read that warms our heart. Maybe it's a small kindness, a tender word, an animal's unconditional love, a song that stirs us. Look toward the light. I'm not saying that if we just look to the light, everything will be okay. There's no question that everything in my life right now is so not okay. The darkness, pain, struggle, reality, and feelings can still exist, and I can notice the light. My hope is that in the middle of our weary world, we'd stop, beckon our heads to look up, and turn our hearts, minds, and bodies towards the light. To remember that the things that are, instead of only the things that aren't. That the world is indeed full of peril, and in it there are many dark places, but there is so much that is fair. What are some slivers of light you are seeing in the midst of the darkness right now?